Yo guys, what's going on? BFViking here, and today we're going to be talking about what Battlefield 1 needs. Number 1 is definitely more new game modes. Now, with the release of Battlefield 1, we got 6 game modes, and those were the classic Rush that we're all used to, Rush, which is another one that we're all used to, Operations, which is brand new to the Battlefield franchise, War Pigeons, Team Deathmatch, and Domination, with 2 newer game modes being added, which were Frontlines with the They Shall Not Pass DLC and Supply Drop in the newest DLC in the Name of the Star, which wasn't the biggest hit among players, while Frontlines was a huge success and even making its way over to some of the base maps. Now, I think DICE really need to come up with something that expresses Battlefield as what it really is, and I think that's why people loved Frontlines, and to stay true to what Battlefield really is. Some of the other game modes that players liked from previous games were Capture the Flag and Obliteration, both being really good and enjoyable game modes. Number 2 on the list is more Battlefests and events. Now, if you don't know what Battlefests are events which give players free battle packs, community missions, new custom games, and double XP. So overall, they really just make the game much better and a lot more enjoyable. Now, DICE has actually started giving the community some new dog tags to work towards recently, which is always a plus, but it would be much better if they offer the player base something a little more worth it, like a new weapon skin or maybe a new melee weapon. Number 3 is community suggested custom games. Now, custom games are a great way to freshen up the game, as sometimes just the standard game modes do get pretty boring. Now, some of my favorite game modes, custom games, were Fog of War, which only enabled players to use their sidearms or pistols, and the map, which was Argonne Forest, was extremely foggy, so you could really only see just a couple meters in front of you, so it was a really easy and fun way to mix up the game. I think a custom game mode that would be really successful would be a trench, bolt-action sniper only custom game. Maybe use the German spawn point in St. Quentin Scare, which would be a really realistic and fun custom game mode. I think if DICE made a poll maybe every 2 weeks or every month, asking the players what they'd like to see in the next custom game, now that would be a really good way to keep the game fresh and would always give players something to look forward to. Number 4 is Commander Mode, which I think isn't a huge necessity, but it would have some huge potential in Battlefield 1. If DICE were to implement a Commander Mode to Battlefield 1, they can make some really cool features, such as coordinating artillery strikes or dropping in supply packages for infantry on the ground, like what we had in Battlefield 4. Now, Commander Mode wasn't a huge hit in BF4, but it was still a really cool option in case you got bored of playing as normal infantry. You could level up your commander, but I think in Battlefield 1, they could take things to a whole new level by being able to unlock new abilities and much more for your commander mode. Number 5 on the list is more new small DLCs that are free for all players, like what we had last year in Giant's Shadow back in December. We did get 2 new maps back in the summer of this year, but they were only for premium players when they first launched, and even when Novel Knights did come out for all players back in the November update, the player count of that map was pretty low. When Giant's Shadow first dropped, it dropped for everybody at the same time, which gave the community a really good hype as everybody could download and play the brand new map together. I think DICE has some really big opportunity releasing new and free maps for all players. Plus, there is a lot of battles and historical events that DICE could base new maps off. Those were just some really quick ideas which I think would make Battlefield 1 a much better game and would just overall improve the player experience. Battlefield 1 has come such a long way since its launch. We have had so many Battlefests, so many community missions, plus the In the Name of the Star DLC really did freshen up the game quite a lot with new game modes, weapons, maps. It was really a huge help to the game. But anyways guys, if you have any ideas or if you think I missed anything, make sure to let me know down in the comments below. But anyways guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, it's always appreciated. Thank you so much for watching, hope you're having an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next Battlefield video.